And welcome to CGTN special coverage of the 3rd China International Consumer Products Expo. I'm Tom Bohr here, right at the CGTN studio set up at the Expo. And I'm today hosting the very first episode of Roundtable Dialogue, where we sit down with some of the exhibitors and hear their takeaways from this year's trade event. Now today we have with us Petra Satin from Toy World, and also George from the same company, Toy World. Thank you very much. And also Meg Look from Sao Thai Don, a Vietnamese company, and also Petra and George are from Toy World, which is a Thailand company from Thai.
Yes.
It's the very first time for both companies to attend the event, so welcome you all.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you. And I'd like to start with Petra. It's the very first time for you to visit the Expo. So in general, how do you feel about it?
Well, it's really pleasure to be here. Like, I feel very honored because, you know, the very first day, even our Prime Minister is here, you know. So yesterday, wow, we were kind of shocked that they just visit into our booth, you know. And with this scale, you know, all these, you know, big brands, and we're one of the SME, you know, small brands, we're here. So we feel that, well, China is really welcoming us. Yeah.
What about the gentleman, George?
It's very exciting and it's huge, and a lot of people. And today we have a lot of good feedbacks. Our booth is small, but it was crowded more than 6 times. Just a lot of people coming and asking and queries about our business. If there's anything we can do to work in there, so. We're very excited for it.
Yeah, it's my 3rd time covering the event, and I feel like the pavilion, everything is getting bigger and bigger. What about you?
Yeah, I was very, very impressed when I come here. The pavilion is very grand and very beautifully crafted. And we as a company is very honored and we're very excited to introduce our product.
Okay, that's good to know. And the Expo actually started yesterday, so today is a little bit too much or too early to talk about the benefits. But what about the expectations? And what are you guys expecting the most from the platform of the trade event? George, please.
We expect to find distributors for our products over here. Or open to any suggestions. I think over here you can find out information how to develop it. It might not only be distributors. I can see a lot of online businesses that is growing very rapidly, and in fact we can learn from them. We can learn from the Chinese market and how they do their business. That would be the other thing that we want to receive. So information and maybe sales altogether. Yeah,
online business is pretty much the characteristics of the Chinese market right now.
Yes.
And what do you think?
I would like to add a little bit more, since we are, we were established in Shanghai like 2 years already, and we have some experience in China market already. But now we want to explore more, you know, the city that is similar to Thailand, you know, since our product is like as you can see, it's inflatable bags. It's very summer, design, you know, and it's very creative and very eye-catchy, as you can see the design and everything, you know. So the price and everything, I think it's already perfect. So over here, we hope to get some distributor, as George say, and well, look for any kind of opportunities.
Yeah, sure. And tell us about the process of the preparation, like packing, delivering all the products all the way from Thailand and Vietnam to here, and, you know, unloading and make the display. So is the process just very smooth, and any help you got from the organizers of the Expo? Ming-Luk?
Yeah, I think the organizer was extremely helpful because for our company personally, then the news of the expedition of the Expo is very rushed. So with the great help from the organizer, we actually managed to pull through and have a store and have a lot of customers visiting. So we are very, very happy about it.
I'm very excited about it.
Yes.
The same situation here for Toy World?
Well, since we're in China already, you know, all the products are shipped directly from Shanghai, so it went pretty smooth. But I would like to add on the display part. Like, over this expo, I think it's really grand. Like, the organizer and everything, they really care for us. Like, whatever we want, they just like serve us really well. So it's really impressive.
Yeah, why didn't you guys come over here earlier, like for the first two previous ones? Yeah. How did you guys know about the expo?
Well, for us, it's our company in Thailand. We are a member of Departure of Export Association. So whenever they have this type of expo, they will inform us. So for us, it's like we are eager to go into this expo. So we just look through the schedule. Okay, we just book the ticket.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ming?
Yeah, similarly to her company, then we also heard the news from the government through an association in Vietnam.
And what exactly has made your company decided to come over here and be part of the expo?
I think China is a huge market with a lot of niche market that is open for companies, all different kind of companies to join. And there's also a big event of Vietnamese official coming and seeing Chinese official during this event. And they also come and see different booths. So we think that is a great idea to make our name known and introduce our product.
What about you, George?
Yeah. Actually, she was there when the Vice Prime Minister was here.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
Also, the official come over to see the booth, have a discussion with us. We can see both countries' governments are very supportive, no matter how big or small your business is, but we just want to bring niche market products into the market, hopefully to develop some business.
Okay. The next question is a little bit general, that the theme of this year's expo touches upon sharing open opportunities and creating better lives. So is that like get connected with the philosophy or spirit of the company, trying to explore the Chinese market here?
Okay, I believe so. I think the Chinese market is huge, and because it's huge, it will develop into major markets and niche markets. So there will be a lot of diversified products. So you can buy a $100 bag, you can buy a $1,000 bag. So we want to get a part of the market that we think our business will survive in. And
so that's pretty much the key for your company to stay and survive and be more competitive in the Chinese market.
Yes, yes. It will be, we are looking at how we can develop it. So even though in Chinese market, you can do something similar, but I do believe that there will be slightly difference, and then we can share the market in these parts.
Yeah, but as far as I know, your product is more suitable for places, the tropical places. So is that kind of a limitation for you guys to further explore the Chinese market?
Well, I would say we're open to all opportunities, we are just assuming that Hainan would be a good place for us to start, because a lot of things, a lot of factors are similar to Thailand. So we hope that this place will be okay. But for sure, if there are some other places that we can go, we will go. Yeah, we're open to all. Yeah.
Okay, Minglok, any introductions of the products from your side?
You mean introduce what we do?
The products that
I
you have brought over here.
I think I completely agree with George, what he said earlier. I think everyone is good at something, and in China with such a huge market, then there will be always people who appreciate what we do, and we are looking forward to it.
Okay. Since I know that China was so far is the largest trading partner of both Thailand and Vietnam.
Yes.
And you have physical store in Shanghai.
Yes.
But your company hasn't had any. So what's any future plan for further exploring the Chinese market?
Oh, definitely. We have already talked to a few business partners, and we are pushing our plan forward. And hopefully we can open our first physical store soon in Hainan.
Okay, what do you think is the key for you to stay in Chinese market and get stronger and stronger?
I think the key is both lies in our product. It has to be good enough for the people we aim for to be loyal to them. And also the production chain of all the distribution, carrying the product over and getting the material, they have to be smooth as well.
Okay, so now let's moving from the Chinese market to the original market. We know that the trade between Hainan And I mean, the trade between also China and Vietnam, also Thailand, is now under 2 free trade agreements. One is the ASEAN-China Free Trade Agreement, and the other one is the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP. So how are the 2 agreements affecting your business in the region?
Well, we have like the direct benefits, like, you know, the tax exemption, right? So it's directly can cost down, you know. So like, even though it's only 10%, but well, if it's like in a huge bulk, it's a lot, right? And we also see that the tendency of the shipping and delivery time will be shorter. And for example, if we get our items like faster, we can also sell faster. Yeah.
Okay, so like the tendency kicked in overnight, George?
I wouldn't say overnight, but we're finding we're optimistic, and we're finding a lot of advantages through these tax exemptions that will benefit. And in fact, we do see that in the near future there will be. It's like the law comes down, and then from this we will find all the advantages. But it will take time, and then we'll find out more and more in the coming years.
And what about you? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but I think it's like the sign of opening up, you know, like, China is warm welcome us, so why not, right?
Yeah, and how do you feel when you heard the news that the China's COVID-19 policies has been optimized?
Oh my
What does
God,
that mean to
excited.
you?
Like, oh,
Really
goodness,
excited.
God. Wow.
Yeah,
you can
the
travel
restriction.
now.
Yeah, you can
absolutely.
travel around now. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the 3 years of the restriction is really, wow, it's really long. Like after this, well, since we heard like January the 8th, right, that it's really opening up. So, well, both of us feels like, okay, it's time for us to kicking up like fast, right?
Yeah.
George?
Yeah,
Yes, definitely. I think there will be a boom in business, and with that, a lot of opportunity for various different companies to show what they are good at and participate in. And there will be also a lot more tourism, which means a lot more customer visiting China, which is very, very exciting. And also people will care more about their health and how to take care of themselves, especially after COVID. And that is very suitable for our line product, which is very focused on healthy lifestyle with herbs and essential oils.
Yeah, that's kind of perfect for the marketing of your company.
Yes, we are very, very excited.
And then what are the agreement policies or measures under these 2 agreements that's the most beneficial to you guys, you think?
It will definitely be the tax exemption.
Yeah.
I think in every time you introduce yourself into a new market, there will be a hurdle, a financial hurdle to start familiarize yourself with the market. And the tax exemption really help with that.
Okay. It's the first time for your company to be here at the Expo, but it's not the first time entering the Chinese market, right?
No, we do have some people who import our products and then distribute them in China, but they are on the rather small
And how
scale.
is the trade is getting better and better, and any effect from the COVID
Definitely,
period?
and with this opportunity, then we are also trying to step in ourselves as well.
Okay. And it's a really hard time for Toy World since based in Shanghai, and we know that we've experienced something really tough over the past years. And how did the company, trying to survive in the Chinese market? What's the measures that's been taken?
I think we try to cost down, right? Like everything.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the past, yes, is costing down,
try
and
to cost down.
because you can. It was pretty bad that even if people order online, you probably can't ship it out. But we should always look in the near future, and the future seems pretty good. Everything is starting to roll. Our business increased about maybe 80% in the last 2-3 months. It's just people can buy, we can ship, and everything is going much faster. You can see like our data or analysis, it's going okay for now.
But I think actually like last year, the flagship store in Shanghai, which is opening up like last year, it was really a bad time. But we got a really good deal. I think that's a really, I think that it's one of the best deals that we ever get. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you get good deals on that time.
Of course. Yeah, the other day I was talking with the deputy director of the Hainan Provincial Bureau of International Economic Development, which is one of the organizers of the expo, and we talked so much about the spillover effects of the expo, that they invite the foreign enterprises coming over here, and then they found that, okay, this is a really good platform, and we find some really good opportunities in China. Then we, either start a business here, like a physical store, or even factories. So my question is that, how would you guys further explore the Chinese market through the platform? Or any further plan of, developing, exploring the Chinese market after the expo, since it's the very first time for you too?
We're actually opening for all suggestions, right? Since in the booth there are a lot of people coming up, and then we will try to keep contact and see if there's any local agent, and see how we can collaborate further. I think that's my main part. What about you?
I think there are two specific business routes that we have. Today is the first day, like for us to do sales, but something like CDF, GDF, they're like the duty-free shops. So actually, we are doing pretty well on duty-free shops in Thailand. So we want to talk to them, and then maybe put those in the duty-free shops in China. That's one thing. And then the other potential business that has come to us talking is actually it's an individual online sale. So they're like, how do you call that?
They
Broadcasting?
live
streamers, yeah. There's quite some live streamers, and then they just live stream and say, wow, this bag is really cool, and then they just they buy it, and then about an hour later, they come back with the camera and says, oh, this is the one you want, the one that I was streaming? Okay, I'll get this one for you, okay, and I'll ship it to you. And it just goes on. It's quite amazing.
Yeah,
they're
amazing.
like promoting our stuff. So those things it's actually quite interesting how business can grow much faster, much more different than what we usually think about selling online. And so we are exploring into that, and hopefully in Chinese market we can meet more duty-free shops or live streamers, and then maybe they can push these products out for us.
Okay. Minglu, any plan for like setting up a factory in China for this business?
That would sound a bit far away, but I think we definitely do have plan after this. I think the current expo is a very, very excellent opportunity for customer to try our product and give feedback, as well as finding business partners. And from there we can start building our plan step by step to see what to do in the future, in the very near future. Yes.
Yeah. It's still promising, right?
Very, very
George, you just mentioned the streaming.
Yeah.
And we know that right now everything has been put on like live streaming.
Yes.
Something like TikTok and something like that, etc. So any further plan for you guys to put your stuff, your products on it as well?
We actually had that. We actually had that, but we are not 100% into it yet. Yeah. So yeah, maybe after this show we will figure out, because I think that the main factor that will make our products go live really fast would be, we still need the influencer, like KOL kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
You need some extra help, like influencers.
I mean, we need influencers. I mean, you asking a Thai company to speak Chinese in live stream to Chinese people, everyone will be just laughing. They won't know what we're talking about.
You need a Chinese one.
Yeah. We need Chinese live streamers, influencers, very important.
Yeah, I think about it. Yes, you should. What about Ming-Luk?
It's something we have been thinking about for a long time, and I think we are pushing it in our own country first. And then after this expo, we'll make plan and do something about streaming as well, I think.
Okay, like inviting Chinese influencers. Any other kind of cooperation format that is on your mind?
You mean, for example, looking for distributors?
Yeah, like cooperating with some other Chinese enterprises, producing the products, help with the marketing, etc. Not just working alone.
Yes, definitely, but that will come after we learn more about the Chinese market after this expo.
Okay, George?
I think it's in the near future, but actually not only is the bag our product, but we also have other product lines that needs to be custom made. So maybe there is actual potential chance that we need to get the stuffs into China and then maybe print CG and your logo on, and then becomes your corporate products. So yes, we do foresee that there are more corporations. There is maybe a factory, or we need to source local production to make up the final product here. Yeah.
We did a lot of IP, intellectual property, like in Thailand. For example, on these bags, you can print out Hello Kitty or those cutest things over here.
Next time some Chinese characteristics, maybe, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
customized into whatever Chinese person would like.
Yeah, so maybe with Chinese designers, they can find out what to print on there so you can sell in Chinese New Year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, thank you very much. Anything else to add?
I would say thank you both for having us, and thank you the expo organizer for having our company here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
For me as well. Thank you very much.
Really
Okay, thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank
That
you
was a
very
great
much for your
pleasure.
time.
Thank you.
And that wraps up today's Roundtable Dialogue, and stay tuned for our other episodes where we sit down with exhibitors from France, Italy, and Switzerland. Bye for now.